I was in the fortunate or unfortunate position, depending on how you look at it, of having some 9/11 victims. And I actually ended up doing an interview with the surviving spouse. And we both remembered that day to a word the same way. But here's what happened in that room. I walked in that room and there's 200 people there for a memorial service, and the door gets closed and it's just her and me. And her question to me was simple: am I going to be okay? Well, in our world, you better have the right answer. And that has nothing to do with what you sold. It has to do with how much you cared. That's really what we do.
And that relationship is what drives me. The ability to make a difference and have a legacy that goes beyond just a day-to-day job.
Because that's really what we do. We try to help people recover from the unexpected.
I have been there emotionally for my children because I'm not consumed with worry about how am I going to take care of them, how am I going to afford to keep a home. I feel like I'm doing the mothering that I'm supposed to do, as opposed to being the worry wart that I could have been. It's the thing that the life insurance was meant to do. That's the whole purpose of it.
She says, "Do you know that you've got a death benefit on this policy?" I said, "Oh, that can't be right. This is my policy. I'm not the one that died. He died. It's not his policy." And she says, "No, I checked. I went and checked with my supervisor before calling you because I wanted to make sure before I told you this." I kept saying, "How?" And she said, "Well, it's something your broker did." It felt like a miracle. I don't know how else to describe it. It felt like a miracle. It wasn't a lot of money, as these things go, but it saved my house, and it saved me.
We connected immediately. I could tell that, yes, this is somebody that I want to invite into my home and to sit down and talk about my life and my husband's life and our family and that type of thing. He came in, no pad, no paper, no pen, just sat down and we talked. We had a conversation. Right now we feel tremendous. There's just a sense of kind of calmness. It was such a positive thing. And I had never started that journey expecting to feel so positive at the end of it. It was kind of like one of those things that I wanted to cross off the list and get done. And we're thrilled.
We moved our office about 1.5 years ago, and Pam, who's my partner for many years, said, "Don't come in during the move because you'll just screw it up," and she was right. And I decided to come in on Sunday when she wasn't there, and I went and looked in the office, and I started counting the boxes that were there. And I got to 110 boxes, and I stopped counting because at that point, I was emotionally overwhelmed, because what I realized was, in these boxes were files. And in these files were husbands and fathers and mothers and grandmothers. And I didn't know in which one of those files was the person who needed me the most next. And when you think about the enormity of our responsibility to these people, it absolutely emotionally overwhelmed me. I had tears streaming down my face to realize if you can have impact on one of those people, there's not much else you could say. That's the place you want to be.